Welcome to part 10 of our holiday of a lifetime. In this video we arrive in Yokohama and spend our day at the Frühlingsfest Festival, eating bratwurst sausages and schnitzels. Well, hello, I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Andrew.
Look, firstly today we would just like to thank everyone for watching our videos and for you giving us your support. It means the world to us.
Absolutely. And look, if you're enjoying watching us, can you please press the like button and also hit the subscribe button, because when you hit the subscribe, it will actually give you notifications of future videos. And we have got more videos in the pipeline, and they're not all cruise videos as well. We've got a winery.
One's actually a wine tour.
Yeah, which is very good.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Anyway, this video is video 10 of our holiday of a lifetime, and it shows our day in Yokohama. Now, this was actually the end of the first of the back-to-backs, which was 19 days in total.
Yep.
And so therefore there was no ship tours on offer today, as it's an extremely busy day for the crew with disembarkments and embarkments.
Yeah, that's right.
And so like we were fine with that. But we were actually very lucky because we're doing the whole tour. We were issued a cabin, and we were enabled to keep that cabin for the whole of the cruise.
That's right, and thankful that was to our travel agent who organised that, so
yes.
we didn't have to swap over.
We actually met a few other couples that were doing the same length cruise as us.
Yeah, doing the back-to-back.
And they actually had to move cabins, and as I said, it wasn't terrible, but that day they didn't bother getting off the ship at all because they have to stay back and they have to supervise, even though the cabin crew do all the moving. They said they've just got to pack all their personal toiletries and things, and the crew do the rest. But they've sort of got to be there just to supervise and make sure that.
So in future, if you're our little lesson from this, if you're doing back-to-backs, try to get, book yourself.
Yeah, try and stay in the same cabin if you can. Because
it's so, it minimise your disruption.
Yes.
And I think probably if you get a good travel agent, they can look after you to do that.
And one couple in particular, they had a fantastic cabin. They said they were so happy with it, and of course they had to move cabins, and their second cabin was nowhere near as nice.
Yeah, so
they were very disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointed.
But we were lucky, thank goodness.
The evening before we arrived in Yokohama, we actually attended a meeting held by the ship's officers for all those passengers that were staying on for the second part, or the back-to-back part of the cruise. And I think there was about, how many was there?
About 200 maybe?
There
was
quite a few anyway, so not bad. Out of 3,500 passengers, there was a few.
Yeah, maybe not quite 200, maybe 150, but more than what we expected.
There was quite a lot there anyway. The meeting was actually very informative because it advises the use of what they issued was in transit cards, little cards that says in transit. But so it enabled us when we get off the ship and then come back on again, we didn't have to go through the full embarkment process.
They had like a little sideway. We went in with all the crew. We were able to go into the entrance that the crew went on.
Boy, was that good. When you looked in the terminal, there was thousands of people getting back on again.
It was so busy, Yokohama. Also, they advised that they were supplying a bus, and that was for the crew mainly, so they could go into Yokohama town and stock up on all their supplies, with chocolate and lollies and soft drinks and chips and bits and pieces, which we saw them all carrying their big bags of their supplies, didn't we, when they came
well,
back?
That's right. But so that was a real bonus to us, because we were sort of thinking, what are we going to do? Because if we had to go to, we thought, we didn't mind going to Tokyo, but it was 35 k's away.
Just a little bit
far, and we hadn't organised ourselves. But when we heard about the bus,
so we thought, let's be brave, Andrew. We can do this on our own.
And let's jump on this bus and
we can do this little tour on our own, surely.
Yeah. So
that's what we did.
I'd actually done some little bit of pre-cruise research on what is on offer in Yokohama, on the hopefulness that we would actually get off and have a look at Yokohama. And to me, the red brick warehouse was really where I thought we could do, because it's just was it in walking distance and on the foreshore?
The walk from where the bus dropped us off to the red brick warehouse was along the foreshore of Yokohama, and along the way there was a path, and it was just completely surrounded by floral arrangements, ranging from azalea displays.
Hence, that's why I just put this up
Put
here today.
our little azalea up today, and there was many different types of floral arrangements. One that stood out in my mind was there was a bicycle, and it was on a stand and surrounded by all the most beautiful coloured flowers. But everywhere, like every couple of steps, there was another display of another flower arrangement. It was really beautiful.
Yeah,
we were very lucky.
It was terrific.
Probably because it was the beginning of spring and all the spring flowers were coming out. But no, it was good. That was right.
Look, the red brick house, the red brick warehouse is actually a shopping precinct, which is sort of well known and is quite the tourist attraction. Because it houses many Japanese food stalls, and souvenir stores,
jewelry,
clothing, and all sorts of shops.
It was big, bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
and
maybe we could pick up some sandals for you.
Oh, we did look for sandals. Oh no, we didn't. We've given up on the sandals.
Yeah.
And it was good, and it was very busy though, of course. And while we were walking around the red brick warehouse, we were actually looking for a chemist, but we couldn't find one.
No. And why were we looking for a chemist? Maybe you can elaborate on that.
Well, actually, because as you know, this is a long cruise, and we didn't also have the issue of packing clothes. We also had to make sure we packed enough medication. And in our medication pack was Advil. And I thought we packed quite enough Advil, but obviously...
Yeah, Advil being ibuprofen, for those who are not sure what Advil is.
Of course, anyway. So I thought we packed enough, but I don't know, for some reason we used more than what we thought we were going to use.
Maybe the legacy of a few headaches in the morning after.
Just the odd headache every now and then. Anyway, so I was very impressed with Andrew because he got onto Google and managed to find a chemist in Yokohama, and he also downloaded Google Translate. So map in hand.
Yeah, which Google Maps. Yeah.
Google Maps, and with Google Translate, and also a picture of the Japanese equivalent to our Advil is Ringle. So we had
RINGL.
So we had a photo of the Ringle, we had the map, and we had the translation. So off we go down the street.
You can see I've got a little picture here of the route we took.
So anyway, off we go, and well, we found the chemist, no problem at all. And of course, the chemist didn't speak a word of English, but that was okay.
We used Google Translate.
We showed him the photo
and used Google Translate, yes.
And he went straight to the shelf, picked it out, and we handed our little card over, our money card, and we were very impressed with ourselves.
Yeah, it was a funny story, a very funny conclusion to this.
Okay, so we were very impressed with ourselves until we got back on the ship and realised how stupid we were. We went to the main shop on the shop level of the ship, and at the very back of this shop was a section, and it had all medications and talcum powders and deodorant and shampoos, and what's sitting there but a box of Advil. So but I think we learned something that day. We learned how to translate and research.
We were quite anxious actually to get back to the red brick warehouse to have some lunch
because we were a bit hungry.
Yeah, well, there's a funny story about that because back at the warehouse was a German festival called Frühlingsfest, a German festival, beer festival.
We're just like, here we are in Japan and there's a German festival happening. It was quite funny. Anyway, there were many stalls at this festival, and they were selling all types of German beers and all types of German sausages and sauerkraut and schnitzels, and all looked like it all looked lovely. And there were so many people. Oh gosh!
Oh, it was packed.
People everywhere, and queues everywhere. But anyway, also there was a German band playing. So while we were eating our lunch, which I had the schnitzel and you had a bratwurst sausage, this band was playing, and
the band was playing the chicken dance.
And also playing songs that you felt like you wanted to yodel.
Oh yes, a bit of yodeling there.
And also German folk songs, which we absolutely had no idea what the words were. But we were sitting there having our lunch, and we were just saying, "Oh my goodness, we've waited 6 years to come to Japan. We're finally here, and we're sitting here in a German festival." It was a bit surreal, really, wasn't it?
It was. After a most enjoyable day or time we had at Frühlingsfest
in Yokohama.
Yeah, and we made our way back to the bus via the passenger cruise terminal, the Yokohama passenger cruise terminal, which is a very, very modern looking building. And it's got it's grass roof and everything. You can walk along it too.
And it's big.
Anyway,
and it's all wooden floorboards and everything. It's beautiful.
Oh,
lovely.
It is. But what was there was, of course, the magnificent Diamond Princess. Now that's the Diamond Princess. We're actually going on a Diamond Princess cruise in about 6 weeks' time. So that did hold a little bit of interest for us.
Yeah, so we're quite excited to see that. Anyway, back on the ship, we were about to commence, which is where we are about to commence our second part of our back-to-back cruise, which is very exciting.
Yeah, looking for sail away.
That's right. Well, anyway, yes, talking about sail away, we were actually notified through the loudspeaker that sail away was being delayed that night, but I don't think any explanation was given, but anyway, that was okay. It's fine. So, but it actually enabled us to go out onto our balcony and watch the magnificent Diamond Princess, which sailed right past us.
Yeah, it was under the bridge and went right past us.
Went right past it. So drink in hand.
Drink in hand again. That was our sail away. That was fun.
We were on our balcony watching the magnificent Diamond Princess sail past us. So that was a bit of fun too.
That evening we had dinner at our usual favourite place, the old concerto dining room, which was just as lovely as always. And then we decided to have a few drinks afterwards at our favourite bar again, which is the Wheelhouse Bar, listening to our favourite entertainer, Paul, on the piano again. Yeah. And then we struck another little disaster, and you can elaborate, because it was you who caused it.
Well, firstly, before the disaster, we were sitting in the Wheelhouse Bar and a couple came and asked if they could sit down with us, and said of course, and we got talking to them, and they were lovely, and they just embarked on that day, and we were sort of telling them how lovely the ship was and everything. Okay, now I don't know what happened, but once again, I'm having a glass of red wine, and next minute it's all over me, all over the couch, all over my shoes, which, as we know, were an absolute premium, and the floor, the whole glass, everywhere. So, oh my goodness, so we quickly excused ourselves.
Yeah, well, and, we tried to at first be quite nonchalant about it. Oh, just a little spill, but then it was evident we really needed to clean it up, so we had to excuse ourselves from that.
So I quickly raced back to our cabin because I wasn't really worried about the clothes, but I was worried about my shoes. And because we...
the shoes. You got no shoes anyway.
And because we had used all the nappy sand on the red wine spill on the carpet, we had nothing to clean the shoes with. So you quickly went into the laundromat and got some detergent. So I'm in the basin scrubbing the shoes with detergent from the laundromat.
Hoping for the best.
Oh, look, I
should be walking in bare feet soon.
Look, I just don't know. Anyway, so I got all cleaned up. The shoes looked okay. All right. Anyway, so we thought, well, we might as well go back down to the Willow Spot. It's still early. So down we go, and oh my goodness, the stain on this couch was quite large with red wine.
Quite prominent, wasn't it? So.
Anyway, so I just sat on it because I don't want anyone to see it. Anyway, but it's funny, but when we left the ship on the very last day and we were walking past the Wheelhouse Bar, you could still actually see a slight remnant of this red wine stain. But I mean, I know it's my fault I spilt the wine, but this couch was a very light colour.
Yeah, very light colour. I've actually got a photo of it. You can, anybody's going on the Royalprincess, you can actually have a look to see if there's any sign of any discolouring of red wine.
I'll own up to it. Anyway, so yeah, we thought it was not a very good colour couch to have in a ship where lots of people drinking. That's our excuse anyway. Anyway, look, we had a fantastic day in Yokohama, and once again, so many good memories, and yeah, it was just a good day.
Good day.
We actually woke to a sea day, which was absolutely fantastic.
It's good to have a sea day because we haven't had one for a while.
We had like 5 tours in a row, and you do get a little bit tired actually. Yeah. Anyway, so it was lovely. We were able to enjoy this amazing ship again.
Yep.
It is such a beautiful ship. Like, it's just everywhere you look is just
there's plenty of superlatives for.
And the staff, you couldn't ask for better staff.
The staff are just magnificent.
It's really a beautiful, beautiful ship. Anyway, we were lucky because the weather was warm and sunny, and so we actually made our way up onto the deck. I think we had lunch on the deck that day.
Yeah, we did.
And I think we just sat around the pool area and we were just reading and just watching the world go by, which was fantastic.
And that night was the first of the next group of formal nights, so we all dressed up again. And our usual thing, we went on the balcony and what did we do? Drink in hand. And took some rather nice photos of the sunset from our balcony.
It was a beautiful sunset, it was lovely.
And then we got into a bit of a ritual for the evening sessions. So we made our way to the Vines for a few pre-dinner drinks and served by
this loveliest man, Roland.
Oh, Roland.
Oh gosh, he was gorgeous, just so soft and
well,
gentle.
He knew exactly what we wanted, and he'd take one look and he'd say, usual.
Yes, and before we sat down, we had our drinks waiting for us. He was just a lovely man.
And then, of course, off to the concerto, the usual venue, and caught up with Maureen again. Such a lovely, lovely lady.
We have a nice photo taken of the three of us.
That's right.
It's nice, good to look back on and remember how lovely she was.
Yes.
Okay, it's a tradition on the ship to have a Champagne Waterfall glass tower.
Yeah, it's usually on the first night or the first sea day. Yep.
And it combines with a formal night as well. And this tower consists of 644 champagne glasses, and it is the honour of the person pouring the first bottle of champagne to the top of the tower, and it all flows down to the others, is given to the person that has sailed the most.
Yeah, that's generally the rule of thumb.
Generally, not always the case, but generally
the rule of thumb.
Yes. So you can imagine 644 wine glasses and bottles of champagne. There was no way on earth Andrew was letting me participate.
Not after her record.
He said, "There's no way you're going near this."
How many glasses do we have in the tower? 1, 2, 3. How many? 635. 635. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start our formal evening style. We're going to do a countdown. I'm going to say 10. I'd like you to say 9, and then Captain, you will do the honours, please. Are we ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Cheers! Ladies and gentlemen, as we pour this champagne, we make a promise to you that we all have the holidays and vacation of a lifetime. Just like the captain said, if there's anything we can do, let us know. Don't wait to the end of the cruise, come and tell us. I've just been baptised by the captain. We'll go.
once the Champagne Waterfall session was completed, we made our way to a nice spot next to the band on the piazza, and enjoyed listening to the lovely band again.
And just watching people dancing and enjoying themselves.
Yeah, it was. And again, we just thought to ourselves, what another wonderful, great day. Another great day in paradise.
Yeah, it was wonderful, wonderful day.
We hope you enjoyed part 10 of our holiday of a lifetime. In our next video, we dock in Miyako and relive the devastation of a tsunami.